Hey, how you doing? Hope everybody is well. Welcome to Men's Health Monday. Today's topic is men's menopause, or as I like to call it, menopause. It's a little humorous, but then it's not. Fellas, all in all my years of living on this earth, I've never heard of men's menopause. Never heard of it. I noticed some changes in myself, and what I've learned over years is to do my own research so that I can know for myself. So things I started seeing happening in myself, I actually researched them. And fellas, I started with having heat flashes with lingering heat episodes. Really? Most times at night, I started having hot flashes and lingering heat episodes, which makes me sweat like crazy. I sweated so bad, a few nights, I had to get up and change my night clothes. That's how bad I was sweating. I think after 3 hip surgeries, that may have played a part in that, because I had 3 hip surgeries back to back, and I'm pretty sure that has something to do with my temperature changes in my body. So, but it can all be a part of the men's menopause. Now, I've had some low energy, but I'm addressing that with eating good, staying hydrated and active. But if you think that these symptoms are not real, they do exist, y'all. They do exist, and they occur frequently in my fellow brothers. Be you black, white, Asian, or whatever, they do occur in my fellow brothers frequently. All right. These changes start to appear basically when you get 30, but they're like small subtle changes, and you really don't start noticing anything. I didn't start noticing anything until I got into my late 40s, early 50s, and especially after I had 3 hip surgeries, I started noticing changes. Now, men's menopause, often called andropause, okay, refers to age-related testosterone decline. Okay, unlike female menopause, men do not experience a sudden dramatic drop in hormones. Instead, testosterone levels steadily decline 1% annually. All right, so at the age of 30, your testosterone starts to decline about 1%, every year, and there's ways you can combat that. It has been a kind of uphill battle for myself, because I'm trying to grasp everything that's happening with my body, due to having 3 hip surgeries back to back, and then having these sudden changes happen in my body. So it's just been a bit of a challenge. They haven't been too annoying, but it just gets a little worrisome sometimes. So, key symptoms. Key symptoms are often subtle and develop over many years. And like I said, you probably won't notice anything, in your 30s. You'll probably start to notice in your 40s and start to notice in your late 50s, like I did. Okay. In the sexual area, you have a lower sex drive, reduced erectile function, and this I have not had. I've not had a problem in that area, but there's a lot of my brothers that do. So, in the physical area, reduced muscle mass, decreased endurance, and increased abdominal fat. Now, I have experienced a decrease in muscle mass, endurance, and some belly fat. But I'm working, constantly on those to build up my muscle mass and endurance and shed off some belly fat. Okay. In the emotional area, fatigue, you can feel fatigue, irritability, you have poor concentration, and mild depression. Now, I've been tired, irritable, and I've suffered from depression. But like I said, due to having 3 hip surgeries back to back, and what happened to me at work and how it happened, I think what happened with me, as far as that played a lot into the men's menopause for me. So, management and treatment. Now, if your symptoms are bothersome, I say the first step is some lifestyle changes. No, I take that back. First step is to check in with your physician. All right, check in with your physician. Tell them what's going on. Maybe they can run some tests or whatnot and see what you need. Okay. Second is a lifestyle change. Like strength training, balanced nutrition, and better sleep habits. So it can be, you can fight it, but you're just going to have to be consistent with how you're fighting it. Okay. For clinically low testosterone, also check with your healthcare providers, and they can discuss a testosterone test and replacement. Okay. Now, these symptoms I am combating by staying active. I now sleep with a fan and cold water at my bedside. Number 3, I focus on self-care routines in reference to my mental, physical, and spiritual health. Number 4, my last one here, I'm making a point to stay hydrated. I'm always drinking something, but preferably what I'm drinking is water. And what I'm trying to do is drink at least a gallon of that a day. And, sometimes I don't miss my mark. Sometimes I make it. Sometimes I exceed it. But I make a habit to stay hydrated. Okay. All right. So information credits go to Harvard Health Publishing and the Mayo Clinic. All right. So my brothers, if you're suffering from menopause, if you're suffering from men's menopause, go and get yourself checked out. All right. It's nothing detrimental, but it can be quite bothersome, if the symptoms get out of control. So go in and talk with your doctor, talk with your primary care physician, and see about getting treated, for the symptoms. All right. And number 2, fellas, stop laughing at your wives. Stop laughing at your wives when they are going through women's menopause, because it is not funny when it's on the other shoe. Because I laughed at my wife. I did. I laughed at my wife. I poked fun at my wife. Um, the house still now is like -2 degrees, but the difference now is that I don't poke fun at her no more. I don't. I do not, because I got a taste of what she was going through. Nothing near what she was going through, but I got a taste of it. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. All right, many blessings to everybody. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs this. Okay. This will also be available on my YouTube page, Clinton Wilder Positive Living. So if you could please stop by and visit, check out the page. It would be awesome. If you check out the page, you find something you like, subscribe, like, and share with someone. All right. And again, share with someone who needs it. All right. And as always, I appreciate everyone's viewership, and I appreciate everybody's support. Many blessings to everybody. Everybody have a great one. Bye-bye.